I walked into the break room and saw a printed itinerary for a company retreat that included every single member of my department except for me. I stood there staring at the list of activities and room assignments, feeling a cold, sinking sensation in my gut as I realized that while I was working overtime to cover the front desk, my colleagues were planning a weekend of hiking and team building in the mountains. I have been at this office for 2 years, and I've never missed a day of work or complained about a task, yet I was being treated like a ghost who didn't exist when the fun started. It was a level of social exclusion that felt like a deliberate message that I wasn't part of the family. The manager of our department, a woman named Sheila, had always been a bit cliquey, favoring a small group of employees who went out for drinks with her every Friday night. I had always been polite but preferred to go home to my family, which apparently was enough to disqualify me from being part of the team. Seeing the itinerary on the table, I noticed that even the intern who started 2 weeks ago was invited and had a reserved spot in the van. I felt a surge of hot, stinging shame that quickly turned into a cold and focused rage. I wasn't just being left out, I was being told that my presence was an inconvenience to their group dynamic. "Sheila, I noticed my name is missing from the retreat list. Is there a reason for that?" I asked, walking into her office and laying the itinerary on her desk. She didn't even look embarrassed. She just gave me a fake, sugary smile and told me that someone had to stay back to answer the phones and keep the office running while everyone else was away. She actually told me that she had chosen me because I was the most reliable person on the team and she knew I could handle it. I felt a surge of adrenaline that made my hands shake, a realization that she was using my hard work as a justification for my isolation. I wasn't being rewarded for my reliability, I was being punished for it. I told her that if the retreat was truly about team building, then leaving one person behind was the exact opposite of that goal, and that I wasn't going to spend my weekend doing everyone else's work while they were having fun. She tried to tell me that it wasn't a big deal, and that they would bring me back a souvenir from the gift shop. I didn't want a souvenir. I wanted a job where I was treated with basic respect. I told her that if my name wasn't on that list by the end of the day, then my resignation would be on her desk by Monday morning. I didn't wait for her to respond. I walked out of her office and went back to my desk to start updating my resume. Sheila tried to call a meeting to smooth things over. Sheila eventually offered to hire a temp to cover the phone so I could go, but I told her it was too late for that. The fact that she only invited me because I threatened to quit proved that she didn't actually value my presence, she just valued my labor. I officially resigned that Friday and took a position with a rival firm that had reached out to me months ago. I learned that you can't force people to include you, and that if you have to beg for a seat at the table, it's the wrong table for you. My new job is a completely different world, where the team-building events are actually inclusive, and the management values everyone's contribution equally. I heard later that the retreat was a disaster because the temp they hired couldn't handle the phones, and the office fell into chaos while they were away. I didn't feel a sense of triumph, I just felt a deep sense of peace knowing that I was finally in a place where I was seen and respected. I'm doing much better.